Good evening. I mean you, right? Good evening. Thank you very much for coming this evening. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Reg Black. I'm your Community Foundation's president. And it's at this time I'd like to take a moment to introduce some guests. First and foremostly, we have our MLA, Wayne Owasco, joined us this evening. Thanks for coming, Wayne. The only one that gets applause. We also have, from the town of Beausejour, our mayor, Ray Sherrill, and Councillor Glenn Cates. And from the Beausejour Brokenhead, we have Reeve Brad Saluk. This evening's going to entail a few things. Firstly, we're going to start with a bit of an overview of the foundation. Some of you probably have heard of us. Some are learning, and that's our goal, to have everybody learn about the foundation. We're going to provide some recent highlights about the foundation. We're going to give some acknowledgement to our current endowment funds. We have some presentations from the winners of our spring grants this year. And then we're going to announce the fall grant recipients. So to start with, as I alluded to, some of you maybe knew or maybe know a little bit about the foundation, but what do you know about it? And so the Brokenhead River Community Foundation is a not-for-profit organization created to provide financial support to charitable, educational, cultural, and recreation projects which are beneficial to the community. The foundation is actually often been referred to as, in the past, as the community's best kept secret. In simplest terms, it can be defined as follows. The Community Foundation is a source for support for the community. Gifts to the foundation are never spent, but pooled and invested, with a portion of the interest earned gifted back annually to support the community needs forever. The foundation itself is a volunteer-run organization, and since its inception in 1998, dozens of community members have assisted in the development of the organization as to where it is today. Some past board members are in attendance. Back in 2021, your foundation, with the support of the town of Beausejour and the Beausejour Brokenhead, began a journey to enhance the impact of the foundation and how it could benefit our community even more. Through this enhanced awareness of community grants and scholarships and bursaries, more applications were made and more funding is being given. At the same time, more endowment funds have been created to support various causes in our community. In the last 5 years, 15 new funds have been established to support community granting and scholarships and bursaries. The foundation has begun, the foundation also began to attend more events or partner and network with community groups with the goal of creating great awareness about the foundation, the funds available, and its fund holders. In January 2023, 6 weeks shy of its 25th anniversary as an organization, the foundation was given a gift of funds for the benefit of the community. That gift meant the foundation had surpassed $1 million in gifted funds up until that date. Hundreds of individuals, couples, families, groups, organizations, and businesses had gifted funds to the foundation during those 25 years. Some more than others, some more than once. Regardless of the size of the donation, the number of times, when, or why, all gifts were intended to help. Help students going on to post-secondary education, or help local groups, organizations with numerous community projects. The goal to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. Earlier this year, less than 30 months after reaching its first million, the foundation had now surpassed 2 million in gifted funds. What a significant accomplishment for our community. And to put that into context, it means that at minimum, $80,000 will be going back into our community every single year forever. The endowment fund model of foundations allows for gifts or donations to be held in perpetuity. Those donations are effectively and prudently invested, with a portion of the interest earned annually given back to the community. The impact of all donations, big or small, will forever benefit the community. And the bonus to the donor gifting those funds is to get a tax receipt, a win-win. Not counting the foundation's 2025 disbursements. Since inception, 246 grants totaling $484,828.31, I'm not sure about 31 cents, have been provided to local community groups and organizations for projects that benefit the community. Over the same time period, 156 scholarships and bursaries to local students totaling $114,727 have been awarded. Combined, that's almost $600,000 that's been gifted back to the community for the community's benefit. The needs of the community continue to grow as requests for support or funding continually exceed the amounts available to give. As an example, the foundation received 21 applications for funding this fall with an ask of over $160,000. So the foundation must continue to grow to support health, education, recreation, sport, culture, all areas of a community's well-being. As your foundation president, I have the privilege of serving with a board that's engaged and a working board for the benefit of the community. Those board members present tonight are Treasurer Holly Madden, Vice President Dwayne Versluis, Directors Carla Rose, Brenda Wogosh, and Leon Rondo, and also joining us is our Administration and Marketing Coordinator, Debbie Beausejour. Other board members, Carl Bangert and Bonnie Stephenson, send their regrets. Some of you might have heard of vital signs. You should have. We browbeated it into a lot of people. The foundation undertook a fairly large project with the Vital Signs initiative. This is a community checkup that measures the vitality of the community, identifies challenges and opportunities, and supports action on issues that are critical to the community's well-being. The end report draws on a comprehensive well-being framework and community engagement to reflect on what matters to the community. Using the evidence-based approach of this report, all community leaders and stakeholders can better understand the challenges in the community and collaborate on the opportunities. For the foundation, the report helps inform our governance, guides our responsive grant making, and fosters collaborative working relationships, partnerships. The goal of the report is to empower decision makers, policymakers, and residents alike to take action, aiming to improve the quality of life for our community. There are, I don't know how many more, some hard copies. If you haven't seen them, this is what they look like. They're available at the front, but for the easiest access is just to go to the foundation's website and have a look at it there. While there, sign up for our newsletter. There's the plug for the newsletter, Deb. I got that one nailed down, thank you. Lastly, today is the beginning of Giving Week in Manitoba. It's an opportunity for individuals, couples, families, businesses, and organizations to support their community foundation. With the support of the Winnipeg Foundation and the province of Manitoba, donations to the foundation's unrestricted community fund get boosted by 40 cents on the dollar to a maximum of $10,000. Maximum dollar donated to $10,000. The goal of the foundation this year is to surpass last year's Giving Week total, and it has been set at $20,000 as this year's objective. While the foundation, and more importantly, your community appreciates any size of donation at any time, if you want to make a donation to support your community forever, this week would be a great time to do that. Hopefully, this brief presentation has provided each of you with some info as to what your Community Foundation is all about. And as I said earlier about vital signs and the website, please feel free to go there and have a look around. I and members of the board will be around here after if you have any comments or questions, but let's get to what we're here for. Firstly, before we start the 2025 grants, I want to start by taking a moment to acknowledge and thank the members of the selection committee for not only their work in reviewing and scoring the applications, but also to continually working together to improve the system. They are board members Carla Rose, Bonnie Stephenson, Jared Powers. I forgot to say Jared wasn't here either. Community members Linda Ans and Donna DeMarco, with the assistance of Foundation Treasurer Holly Madden and our mid Deb. Each member of the committee independently reviews each application and base their opinion and then score the applicant from a list of predetermined scoring criteria and a points system. They then gather as a group to tabulate their scores, discuss and review the applicants, and submit a list of recommendations to the foundation board for approval. Tonight, the foundation will be announcing 2 different grant disbursements for 2025. We're going to begin with the new grant initiative that occurred in spring, the Thomas Sill grant, where we announced that there's going to be 7 winners from that who we will hear from. And we're also going to announce our 2025-2026 grants. There will be 16 of those which we will announce this evening. The 2 grants, totaling of 23 grants, two grant intakes, totaling 23, will have $97,504 going back into our community. A great accomplishment. Before I do that, I wanted to just recognize that the foundation, as I alluded to earlier, has 31 different endowment funds. They're made up of about 15 different scholarship funds and 16 different community funds. And we've had 15 new ones in the last 5 years. As well, we're in discussions with other groups and organizations and families looking to create an endowment fund within the foundation for the benefit of the community. This is our greatest growth. So I'm not going to read them all. They are all on our website. And you'll hear about some of them this evening. But I wanted the reason for the slide was more importantly to raise awareness and acknowledgement, not only to the grant funds, but also to our bursary and scholarship funds, where we made those announcements in the spring. So, we're going to start this evening by announcing our Thomas Sill recipients of the 2025. And the first up for that is the Brokenhead River Game and Fish Association. And they received $2,000 for an archery rejuvenation project. Speaking on behalf of the Brokenhead River Game and Fish is Paul Millen.
Good evening. Good evening. Hope you can all hear me. I'd just like to say thanks to the Brokenhead River Community Foundation, along with the Thomas Sills, because we were awarded, as you saw, a couple of $1,000s towards our archery rejuvenation project. The Brokenhead River Game and Fish Association was established back in 1997 and have taken on many conservation-oriented projects. To kind of get to the heart of the matter here, we were part of a legacy donation from, I believe it was the Western Canada Games, and we received a number of 3D targets and archery targets over 20 years ago. Over that time frame, they got pretty worn out. So indeed, we wrote up an application, and we're lucky enough to receive a couple $1,000s from Thomas Sills through the Brokenhead River Community Foundation. So I'd just like to say thank you in that regard, and we'll put them to good use.
Okay, we have a system that I forgot to announce, and I'll do that now. We are going to take pictures of all the winners. We have a photo spot in the corner there, so after you speak, if you could make your way over there, we'll take a picture. Sorry about that, I'm not even reading my own notes here. But yeah, so if you can make your way to the corner, we'll take pictures so we can keep this sort of flowing and you don't have to hang around to the end. Where are we here? Next up, we have the Brokenhead. I should have some water. What? Did you bring the water?
So you told me not to talk.
Brokenhead River Recreation Commission for the Community Loaning Project. They received a grant for $3,750, and speaking from them is Megan Baker. Thanks. I'm multitasking here. Me and technology, my poor nose.
Hi, my name is Megan Baker. I am the program director for the Brokenhead River Rec Commission. So yes, we received a grant for our community loaning program. So those of you that aren't familiar, we have a pretty extensive loaning program. We offer, it's free to the community. We just ask for a deposit when you come and loan the equipment, and that deposit is returned when the equipment's brought back. We have, skis, cross-country skis, snowshoes, yard games, bikes. We have all different kinds of stuff. So we specifically use the foundation money to enhance that kind of already established program. So we purchased additional cross-country ski poles and boots just to kind of broaden our use for. And then we added additional yard games, so you can see some Tetris tumble. And we did, we have food dehydrators that are already in our loaning program, and we did the electric pressure counters. We added those as well. So if you're interested in loaning anything, you can contact the Rec Commission, and we'll set that up for you. So thank you.
Great idea. I think we got a system now. All got his little placard, we're good. Okay, so on. Next up, the Brokenhead River Regional Library received a lighting upgrade grant for the lighting upgrade project, $4,725, and representing the library is Ashley Myers.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ashley Myers, and I'm the director of Brokenhead River Regional Library. And we were very fortunate last year to receive some funding from the BCRF to upgrade our lighting in the library. We had been living in the dark ages for quite a while with burnt out ballasts, and we were very fortunate to receive the second round of funding from the Thomas Sill Foundation, and which made us very, very happy, and that meant that we didn't have to spend as much of our savings on our lighting project. So we literally have had people come in that are trying to figure out what's different about the library, and when we explain it's the lighting, they can't believe what a difference it's made. And it's made it just so much more welcoming, and we are very grateful. So thank you. Thank you.
Don't wreck the system.
Sorry.
Okay, next up we have the Interlake Eastman Health Foundation, and they received some funding for a Sarah Steady Standing Chair. No, Sarah Steady Standing Aid. Thank you. Got it. I don't know. It's all here if I just read it. They received a grant for $1,216.87, and unfortunately, a representative is unable to attend, but they sent a note to Deb, and it's on her phone, so I'm letting her read it.
So this is from Avril, who's the executive director of the Interlake Eastman Health Foundation. The Interlake Eastman Health Foundation is so sorry we couldn't be here this evening. From everyone at Beausejour Hospital, a big thank you to BRCF for the support through the Thomas Sill grants that made it possible for us to purchase a Sarah Steady Lift Assist. This equipment makes a real difference every day, helping patients move safely and comfortably while reducing the physical strain on staff. Your support ensures that the care teams have the right tools to provide safe, dignified, and efficient care. We're so grateful for your continued partnership in supporting healthcare close to home. Have a wonderful evening.
It's okay, Deb, you don't have to go get a picture.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Sorry.
Yeah, bucking the system, you're right. Okay, next up, Pioneer Village Museum, and Broken Bow Historical Society received a grant of $2,400 for a wheelchair accessible picnic table project. And unfortunately, the representative was unable to join us this evening. Next up is the Royal Canadian Legion for a front entrance renovation project. They received funding of $4,466.45. And Terry Stanky and Mary Johnson are here from the Legion, and I believe
Change the slide.
Change the slide. Okay, there we go. Nice entrance.
We got out of pot doing all the chairs in the Legion tonight for 600 people for tomorrow morning. So I'm Mary Johnson, and Terry's over there. She's very shy. She's our treasurer. I want to thank you for the invitation to participate in tonight's celebration, and we thank the monies that we received through the Thomas Sill Foundation. That grant was used to help us upgrade the Legion's front entrance. The original tile entrance, it was built in 1985, so the tiles were all falling off, resulting in rotting boards that were compromising the structure of the building. The local tradespersons and volunteers completed the renovations, so there's a lot of local volunteer elbow grease that went in along with the grant money. We now have a safe and inviting, well-lit entrance for public use, and the building structure has been strengthened. Community members and the patrons are expressing your pleasure with being there, although we have to kick the smokers out. On behalf of Beausejour Legion executive membership, thank you again for the foundation's continued support of the community and the community at large. You make a difference in so many ways. Thank you.
Plug for the foundation. I'll give the Legion a plug. Memorial service is tomorrow morning, and the doors open at what time for the memorial service for the Remembrance Day? Doors open at 10:30? It starts at 10:30?
Starts at 10, doors open at 9:30.
I'm trying to give him a plug, Ray. Doors open at 9:30, it starts at 10. 10, okay. Somebody give me a time. Do I hear 10:30? Anyhow, it's tomorrow morning, apparently. Just be there. Just please, yeah, take the time to go. Lastly, from our spring Thomas Hill grants, we have the Sandy Soto Spiritual Center. They received funding $4,345 for a new signage project. And joining us this evening is Rob Smith and Alicia Desjarlis, and I believe Rob is right there. Oh, it's not gonna work. Could it work? No, sorry. Yeah, we had a video, but
Well, we had a video.
it's gonna be, we'll share.
You'll have
Change
to-
your slide.
Change your slide, yes.
The video will be uploaded for people to view later.
Well, I'm Rob Smith. I live in the community of Pinawa, Manitoba as a settler guest. And I'm fortunate to be a keeper of the vision of the Sandy Soto Spiritual Center as their secretary treasurer. And we are very glad to have received this grant from the foundation. Not sure how many people have been to the center. Some of you may remember that on your first visit, it was hard to find and know where to go. Where should you park? Which building should you try first? Where will you find your workshop? How do you get to the sweat lodge? Where should you bring your suitcase if you're here to stay to spend the night? Thanks to the grant from the Brokenhead Community Foundation, we have ordered a site map, a series of welcome signs, a signage. The signage will welcome you in 5 different Indigenous languages and help our first-time guests know where to go. Many of our guests describe how peaceful it feels when they arrive. They can feel a real positive energy in the place. Landmarks like our teepee or the medicine wheel on our highway sign tell you you've come to a place that values Indigenous ways of being. This new signage that you're providing will make people feel even more welcome and comfortable when they arrive. I hope you'll come to an event there sometime in the next year so that you can see for yourself. Miigwech.
Hi, good evening. My name's Alicia DeJarlis. I'm the keeper of the circle at the Sandy Soto Spiritual Center. And on behalf of all of our friends that come and join us all the time for our events and to retreat with us, we want to just say thank you, because all of the support that the Brokenhead River Community Foundation is doing is changing lives. And I just want to thank everybody for even that $1 or 10 that helped to support that, because I as keeper of the circle, sorry, there's a lot of keepers there. It's really nice to see, I get to see the lives being changed and the connection back to themselves and to the land again and remembering who they are. So on behalf of all our friends, we just want to say thank you to each one of you.
Okay, as keeper of this meeting,
Good one.
I got some token fans over here.
We'll take the money later.
$5 each. Okay, so that was the spring grants. That was new. There's over 23-ish, almost $1,000 that went back into the community from Thomas Sill Foundation. If you ever want to read up on the Thomas Sill Foundation, Google it and read it. It's a great story. And that money is going to continue to flow every year. We've now moved it into our regular fall granting. So the money that you'll see going out today for fall granting will be incorporating some of that from Thomas Hill for next year. Earlier I mentioned, change the slide, Reg. Earlier I mentioned that we have a number of different funds. And some of those are dedicated funds, meaning that, by way of an example, a lot of people in the community don't know we have a Beausejour Hospital Eastgate Lodge Fund, which was established many years ago. That's a dedicated fund. They get funding from the foundation every year. They don't need to apply for that. So we have a few of those. Then we have our regular grant fund. So there's a number of different organizations, like the Big Beausejour Book Sale is an example, or CPBC is another example, that have created funds within the organization, within the foundation, that go on to support the community. Then there's family funds that also have been created to support the community. So there's just I wanted to make sure that you understood there's some funds that I'll be announcing that are going to be from a dedicated fund. The only caveat with the dedicated fund is we don't receive the funds from the Winnipeg Foundation for the disbursement of those till about December-ish. So the estimate I'm going to give you, or the approximate number I'm going to give you, is our best calculation. It's not going to deviate much from that. But I, again, wanted to make sure that we recognize and announce those this evening. So to start with, these announcements, they're not obligated to come up and speak to their project, although we ask you that you do make your way to the corner for a picture. What we're going to do going forward is next year, either by way of a report, photograph, and or video of these projects announced this year, we want them to come back and tell us the story about what they did with their money and show us what they did with the money so that we can share it with the community, because I think that's an important piece. So next year, when we collaborate with the town and the RM on a community celebration about around this time of year, we will be announcing our 2027 grants, and then you're going to hear the stories about the people that I'm announcing tonight. So this is the new system that we're flowing into. Got it? I'm confused. I hope you guys are. Anyway, so let's get started. So there's a whole pile here that I'm going to announce, and they're all great. So first off is the Bowhead Arts Fest. That's a great initiative in our community, and those who probably have heard recently, they just formally established a board, which is absolutely wonderful. Good for them. There's a new community organization out there. But the Bowhead Arts Fest received $2,250 for Light Up the Artwork project. Those funds came from the Community Unrestricted Fund. Representing them tonight is Brittany Wirch. So Brittany, go get your picture taken, please.
I'll tell you guys how it went next year.
While she's getting her picture taken, we'll announce the next one. The Beausejour Brokenhead Minor Hockey Association received $2,010 for equipment and development project. 1,583 of that came from the Michael Hammett Memorial Fund and 427 from the Cherry Family Trust Fund. Representing hockey, I'm hoping some of them are here. I got the list of Chelsea Pachikowski, Kim Adam, and Clarissa Bagnall. And they're representing the Beausejour Brokenhead Minor Hockey Association. And we're very grateful for Helen Hammett and Cheryl and Bob Shaw. We're representing the Michael Hammett Memorial Fund. They're in attendance. So if you could make your way over there at the end, or now, to take a picture at the end? At the end. Thank you very much for coming, though. That's awesome. I'm wrecking the system, but that's okay. Next up, the Beausejour Curling Club. They received a grant of $2,125 for ghost rings and glasses for a project. From that, $1,580 came from the Cherry Family Trust Fund, and $545 from the Unrestricted Community Fund. And representing the Beausejour Curling Club tonight is Wanda Kershell and Bridget Gertzen. So if you could make your way to the corner, please, for a picture, that would be awesome. Next up is the Beausejour Food Bank. They are getting estimated, because this is one of those funds that was created that we don't have the full total for, of $1,920 from the Don Gregg Fund. And representing the Beausejour Food Bank tonight is Karen Kazera. Thanks for coming, Karen. Also from the Don Gregg Fund, they will also receive an estimated $1,920, and that is going to the Beausejour Handy Band. And from the Handy Band is Sherry Poirier and Patty San Clemente from the Beausejour Handy Band. So thank you for coming. If you could get your picture taken, that would be good. Next up was one of the funds I mentioned earlier, is the Beausejour Hospital Eastgate Lodge Fund. This is an annual disbursement from this fund that's in the foundation. And this year, they will receive funding for $8,263. And those funds are dispersed by way of a request for specific items that the hospital or Eastgate Lodge do not receive funding for. And unfortunately, their representative isn't here this evening. Okay, so next up is the Beausejour Slow Pitch League. They are receiving $4,500 for the baseball complex washroom repair project. And who knew they needed washrooms out there? Anyhow, apparently it's well needed. Some of the funds for that are coming from the general unrestricted community fund, and the balance of $965 is coming from CPTC Community Fund. From the Slow Pitch League is representing the Beausejour Slow Pitch League is Megan Baker, and joining us this evening from CPTC is Jody Kummer. So congratulations on your washroom repair. And there was much rejoicing. The big Beausejour book sale, fantastic event, received funding of $1,500 for shopping carts. I guess they want you to buy more. Some of the funds for this came from the the Unrestricted Community Fund, and some of it came from the Ina Gibson Fund. So Melanie Pelcher is here, and unfortunately Ina wasn't able to join us, but you can certainly make your way for a picture. Melanie, thanks for coming.
Thank you. It's like an Academy Awards. I get a double winner here.
The Brokenhead River Regional Library received funding of $13,000 for a washroom for everyone project. And some of the funds for this came from the big Beausejour book sale fund. So Melanie's already back there. I guess they planned this. You might as well get a picture with Mel. Thank you for coming. Myers is the Director of Library Services at the library. My neighbors, Friends of Beausejour Daylily Gardens, and I had nothing to do with it. I shouldn't have said they're my neighbors. They received funding of $1,125 for outdoor bulletin board. What a great idea. At the gardens, and that's coming from the Nakar's Hill Fund. Representatives in attendance from the Friends of Beausejour Daylily Gardens is Shonda Rosington and Iris Bialik. Both Joe and Judy couldn't join us this evening. Where are we? Next up, we have the Green Cemetery Project in Memorial Woodland of Manitoba. They received $8,000 for prairie restoration of the new project being undertaken in the arm of Brokenhead. Those funds are from the Unrestricted Community Fund, and representing them this evening is Trish Penner and Dennis Cron. The Pioneer Village Museum, Brokenhead Bow Historical Society, received an estimated amount, because this is a dedicated fund established by the Right Honorable Ed Schreier. It is the Elizabeth Schreier Archive Fund for archive maintenance, and they received funding of $607 for that. Next up is the Sandy Soto Spiritual Center. Received $10,000 for a sweat lodge house interior project. Representing those in attendance, and this is from the Thomas Hill Fund again, representing those, representing them is Rob Smith and Alicia Desjarlis, as you met earlier. And if you can make your way for a picture, that would be great. Another picture. You're famous. The Sunrise School Division, Ecole Edward Schreier School, received $11,000 for a beach volleyball course at the EESS project. This is coming from the Unrestricted Community Fund, and representing the EESS this evening is Kelly Shieski. Next up is the Survivors Hope Crisis Center. They received funding of $2,000 for empowering communities by preventing harm through education and awareness project. This is coming from the Unrestricted Community Fund, and representatives in attendance is Gillian Schufelt, Executive Director, and Chantal Shibata, Reaching Out Coordinator for the Survivors Hope Crisis Center. Thank you for coming. Lastly, the Tyndall Curling Club received $4,381 for a rock surface refurbishment project. $3,321 of which came from the legacy of the Manitoba Winter Games Fund, And the 1,060 came from the Best Fund. Representing the Tyndall Curling Club tonight is Kaylee Claprat and Karen Schultz. No, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for participating. We have one last ask. Someplace there is going to be a group photo with a big check in that corner. If your organization and you are in the room tonight, if you could go back for one big picture with everybody, we would appreciate it. We're going to be here for a while. Please eat some cake. Don't take any home, Deb. You cannot take any home. You can eat it here. You have to eat it here.
Check in your pocket. There's a time limit.
They told me to watch you. I'm watching. Yeah. Thank you very much for coming.